Back. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. So today we're going to talk about why mechanical filtration is so important. And I just wanted to clear up, just reference something real quick. I know sometimes people will ask me to do other hack video or to update it in hack video, and I don't mind doing that sometimes. But it does take a lot of work to make those hack videos, and I might not explain everything in those videos, but these videos are not all about exactly how I do everything from the start to finish, but just giving you a general idea on how you can do it. If I was to show you everything that I did, clip after clip, and how to cut it and how to squeeze it with wire pliers, the videos will be extremely long. And so sometimes I will do those requests, and sometimes I won't do those requests. It just counts on what it is and how much time that I got personally to actually go through and redo the video. But today is going to be about mechanical filtration. Why I feel like that is so important to your biological filtration and even your chemical filtration, because this here's 30 ppi sponge, acts as mechanical and biological. This acts as mechanical and biological, this huge sponge. This acts as mechanical and biological. And even these act. Let me show you. This hard media here acts as mechanical and biological. This is a matrix, marine pure balls with a rough edge on them. They're going to catch fine particles and things of that nature. And so will these ceramic rings as well, whether they're smooth or not. Even pea gravel can act as mechanical and biological filtration. Because it will eventually start catching things as it goes through there, and mom and bacteria builds up. They're going to start catching debris in the tank. And so it's very important to have mechanical filtration in your aquarium, because what's going to happen here, let me just show you here. Maybe we can get the camera down here just real quick. So what's going to happen here, let's take for instance this right here, this foam, which is mechanical and biological, but let's just say you have that on the bottom, and let's say this is in a power filter or a canister filter. Here's your hard media. Let's say you have that in the middle, that's going to cultivate bacteria there, and then you got some more mechanical here. No, actually, this is how I would set it up. Actually, you would, if you want to preserve this right here for longer periods of time, you put another piece of sponge, coarser piece of sponge right on top, and then you add your biological here on the top. And then if you wanted to really clean and cleanse your water, you will add this fine floss here that will be on the top, just for an example, that will catch all the fine stuff. So what's going to happen? Well, as time goes on, all of this will build up biological. All of this will become mechanical. All of it will. So it really works together, be honest about it. This is going to catch a lot of debris. It will become mechanical and biological. This is going to catch a lot of debris, become mechanical and biological. While this is catching all that stuff, what is it doing for this? It's preserving that bacteria on that hard media for longer periods of time, where it don't have to be touched or messed with. And then if you want to really clean and cleanse your filter well, you put your fine stuff on here on top. Even though in time this could act as mechanical and biological as well, but because it's so fine and it gets filled up so quick with so many particles, it usually has to get out and tossed out, and then usually, or squeezed out, and then usually cleaned out, and then usually a new piece have to go back on top to keep the process going as it truly is getting your water clean of small debris. So this fine filter floss truly is mechanical. But all this, it can act as biological as time goes on if you never clean it, but you're going to have to, because it'll clog up so fast. But all this other stuff here actually acts as mechanical and biological filtration. It's kind of like having an air conditioner, okay? With an air conditioner or a heater, if you have a filter on it, if you don't have a mechanical filter on that air conditioner or that heater, what's going to happen? Well, what's going to happen is that heater or the air conditioner is going to actually get clogged up. That filter is going to get clogged up. Now that filter acting as a mechanical to keep your heater, your dehumidifier, or your air conditioner running efficiently. Now once that gets clogged up, it doesn't run as efficiently. So the same thing happens with your aquarium. your mechanical filtration and biological, once it gets, clogged up, is preventing this right here, your biological that you might want to use as your main biological. It's preventing this from getting clogged up so quickly, so that this biological can work more efficiently. And so that's what it does. But just know that even if this does get clogged up, there, it will still run efficiently and still take care of your ammonia and your nitrites. Because even if this gets clogged up, or if this gets clogged up and water is just starting to run around it and not really through it, still there's bacteria, there's a lot of surface area here where it will still fight that ammonia and that nitrite, and keeping your aquarium still very efficiently running well, as far as doing that. But it will run better if you, from time to time, you don't have to do it every week, you don't have to even do it every month, but every so often you take these out, you rinse them out in aquarium water. I don't do it over sink water. I mean, some people do, but I don't. You rinse it out in the aquarium water, put them back in. That preserves that bad bacteria very well in here, and let it grow and then repopulate again. So that's the way how I can explain why mechanical filtration is so important, because mechanical filtration keeps your biological filtration working even more efficiently, so that it can do its job even better. Because we don't want the inside pores of this getting clogged up too fast, right? If the inside pores of this get clogged up too fast, then it's not going to work as efficiently. It will still work, but it just won't work as well. So to prevent this from getting clogged up so fast, you have to use something like this, a sponge, which also acts, by the way, is mechanical and biological, but it keeps this working even more efficiently. And so they really work together. And even this mechanical works very well with your chemical, because it keeps your chemical filtration from getting so clogged up so quickly. It keeps your carbon from getting clogged up with so many fine particles so quickly. It keeps your purigen from getting clogged up with with particles so quickly, preserving that chemical filtration, having it to work more effectively and for much more of a longer period of time. It does the same thing for your biological. It makes it work more effectively and for a longer period of time working. But trust and believe, all of this is biological, all of this is mechanical, all of it is. And so they really work together, and I think it's super important to have biological and mechanical filtration in your aquarium. It keeps particles out of the water, helping you to get that bacteria-free water, accomplishing that. And it also helps your biological, your main biological, whatever that may be, whether that's a sponge or whether that's hard media, whether that's pot scrubbies, it keeps it working even better. Like you take, for instance, this large sponge. This large sponge acts as a mechanical, see, because it's going to act as a mechanical on the outside, and a biological all on the inside of this sponge. It's going to really do a good job in mechanically filtering your water and also biologically filtering your water. They just work together. And so that's why I say it's so important to have mechanical and biological in your aquarium water. Kind of like that K1 media, I believe it's called, the floating plastic media, that K1. It acts as mechanical too, but the difference with K1 is you would put some mechanical, or by mechanical and biological. The sponge acts as both at the bottom, or you would use something like this fine filter floss, which acts as a mechanical only. But as the K1 media, because it floats around all the time, as it collects debris and stuff like that, it knocks off that old debris and that old bacteria and flushes it out. And on the inside of that K1 media, it continues to cultivate even more bacteria on the inside. But it needs that mechanical in order to do that. And so keep it from clogging up so quickly. So please use mechanical along with your biological, and it will work out very well. Just a good example, you can stuff your canister filter completely with pot scrubbies. Why? Because the pot scrubbies at the bottom of that canister filter is going to act as a mechanical mainly, but also as a biological. It's going to definitely do biological. And the pot scrubbies that's on top is going to be your main source of biological, your stronger biological, because it's not going to get plugged up as fast. That's why using all pot scrubbies sometimes will work out really good. It'll keep that flow going. It'll start catching debris and stuff like that. It's a really, really good way to set up a filter. It's with nothing but pot scrubbies, because they will do the entire job. They will do mechanical and they will do biological. And then if you wanted a little chemical on top, you just throw your bag of chemical on top of the pot scrubbies, and that's going to be chemically filtered out as well. So those are my takes on why mechanical filtration is so important. It's important in your household air conditioners and dehumidifiers and heaters to keep them running efficiently. It's also important in your aquarium as well. Okay, so that's all that I have for today. Hey guys, keep on hacking.